Prince Harry is in serious trouble, and this time, there's no palace gate to hide behind, no velvet curtain to shield him from the spotlight, no royal press team working overtime to spin a disaster into a minor hiccup. Just Harry, stripped of ceremony, of safety, of status, standing dead center in the crosshairs of Parliament and the British taxman. The very institutions he once turned his back on are now circling with the precision of a hawk. It all starts with something that's more than just a rumor. The UK Parliament has introduced a bill, a cold, hard piece of legislation aimed squarely at Harry. If passed, this bill could legally strip him of his Duke of Sussex title. That one name isn't just a royal relic, it's a brand. It's the key to his credibility, his celebrity, and his fortune. Take that away, and Harry becomes just another man named Harry, a former prince, trying to make a name for himself in a world where the royal sprinkle is gone. But the bill isn't where it stops. In fact, it's just the beginning of an unraveling that could cost him everything. This title, the Duke of Sussex, isn't just a string of words on a certificate. It's Harry's ticket to a different kind of power. It's what gives him credibility in Hollywood meetings, gets Netflix executives to pick up the phone, and makes publishers fight for the rights to his name, offering him seven-figure contracts. The Duke of Sussex is no longer just a title. It's Harry's personal brand, his currency in a world where royalty meets celebrity. But now, Parliament is aiming to strip that very currency away. If the bill passes, Harry's connection to the royal family would be severed completely. No title, no claim, just a man named Harry, lost in the chaotic world of celebrity, scrambling for relevance. And that's a harsh reality for someone who once stood tall in military uniform, who flew helicopters in war zones, and who had the entire world watching when he married under the spotlight. The fallout could be devastating. Without the title, what does Harry have left? It's not just about losing a name. It's about losing his identity in a world where the Duke of Sussex is the only thing that separates him from the average celebrity. But losing his title is only the tip of the iceberg. There's something else hanging over Harry, a financial storm that could crush him even more. While Harry's royal title hangs by a thread, his finances are already in disarray. The UK's tax agency, Revenue and Customs, has dropped a bombshell, a tax bill totaling around $800,000. But here's the kicker. Harry has just 3 days to pay it. That's not 3 months. That's not by the end of the fiscal year. That's 3 days. The pressure couldn't be more intense. If he doesn't come up with the cash, the UK has every right to seize his assets, pursue legal action, and humiliate him publicly. Harry, once a prince, now stands in the middle of a financial guillotine. His fall from grace is swift, and it's brutal. For someone who once seemed untouchable, whose every move was shielded by royal protection, this is the ultimate test. But what's even more alarming is how Harry is facing this battle all alone. The palace isn't stepping in. His brand, which once seemed invincible, is now on the verge of collapse. But the tax bill isn't the only thing turning Harry's world upside down. As his financial troubles mount, his reputation is taking a hit from all sides. The backlash is intensifying. It's not just the tax man demanding his pound of flesh. Public opinion in the UK has shifted, and it's not in Harry's favor. Over 70% of the public is now backing the removal of his title, not out of malice, but out of principle. People feel betrayed. They see Harry's choices not as brave, but as opportunistic. The same man who walked away from royal duty, who insulted the monarchy and paraded his title like a badge of honor in Hollywood, is now facing the consequences of those actions. It's no longer just the tabloids speculating. Lawmakers are speaking out loud. One MP stated, "If you abandon duty, insult the monarchy, and then use your title for personal gain, there must be consequences, and those consequences are coming fast." As Harry's political reputation crumbles, something even more surprising is unfolding behind the scenes. Harry's financial struggles don't stop with the tax bill. His nonprofit organization, Archewell, is under scrutiny. Whispers are swirling about irregularities in its spending, questionable expenses, and a brand that's losing its shine faster than it ever gained it. One insider allegedly described the Sussex brand as radioactive, a term that's as lethal as it sounds in Hollywood. In the land where stability is king and baggage gets you blacklisted, this is a death sentence. Netflix, once enamored with the Sussexes, is now reportedly reconsidering its future projects with them. The same goes for other big-name deals, as Hollywood executives shy away from any project tied to instability. Harry's brand was built on the royal narrative, but now that he's distancing himself from that very institution, he's left with little more than the weight of his own decisions. Behind closed doors, reports suggest that Archewell is struggling to stay afloat. Financial analysts are quietly questioning whether the foundation has enough cash flow to cover its massive overhead. With deals and donations drying up, there are even rumors that the Sussexes are desperately looking for new business ventures to stay financially stable. But while Harry's financial empire crumbles, it's the deafening silence from his wife that might be the loudest signal of all. Meghan Markle, who once built her personal brand on vulnerability, activism, and public appearances, is suddenly silent. There's no public support for Harry in this storm. No Instagram posts, no heartfelt messages, no statements of solidarity, just nothing. And it's not by accident. Insiders suggest Meghan is distancing herself from Harry's unraveling reputation. Her silence speaks volumes, and it's clear that she's choosing brand survival over any sort of public display of support for her husband. With archetypes shelved, Spotify cut loose, and Netflix uncertain about the future, Meghan is facing a dilemma of her own. In Hollywood, optics are everything, and aligning herself too closely with Harry's spiraling reputation could damage her own brand beyond repair. So, she's pulling back, calculating the best way to protect her career and her own public image. But while Meghan pulls back, the rest of the world is watching, and so is Buckingham Palace. The palace, once Harry's protector, is now a distant, cold figure in this unfolding drama. Buckingham Palace has made it crystal clear they will not intervene. King Charles won't step in, Prince William isn't taking calls, and palace lawyers have been told to stay out of it. Harry wanted freedom. Now it's all on him. This is no longer a family matter. It's political, it's legal, and it's out in the open for the world to see. For the first time, Harry is facing consequences that no royal shield can protect him from. He walked away from the monarchy, but now he's stuck in a mess that he can't spin away. As Harry stands at the edge, the public's opinion of him has shifted, and there's one last blow that might be the final straw. Public sentiment in the UK has completely shifted. No longer is Harry the rebellious prince trying to make a name for himself on his own terms. Now, he's seen as a man who cashed in on his royal status, and when the bill came due, he couldn't pay it. The hashtags trending on social media tell the story: not a duke, pay your taxes, Sussex scam, and Harry's fall from grace. The memes are everywhere, mocking Harry's financial struggle and painting him as a man who was never prepared for the consequences of his choices. And while the public's judgment stings, Harry's real nightmare is just beginning. The final blow might not come from Parliament or the press. It might come from within. Sources close to the investigation suggest that HMRC is digging deep, really deep. Every piece of income tied to Harry, from Archewell donations to brand deals, is being reviewed. If the numbers don't add up, the $800,000 bill could balloon into something far worse. And with his Hollywood dreams slipping further away, Harry might find that the royal title he fought so hard to escape was the only thing keeping him from truly becoming just another celebrity. Now, without it, no title, no shield, no safety net, Harry stands alone, facing the consequences of his choices.